Well, that makes a noise when I sit down. Do you want to hear it? Fantastic. Yeah. Right, welcome to 100% LCFC. I'm Phil Holloway. I'm the editor here at 100% LCFC. And Jake, you're one of the content guys. You do the filming and you do lots of stuff on the website as well. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you?
Good, good. That's enough of that. We've got loads to talk about. We've got a little list here, but mostly we want to know what the fans at home want to talk about. So pop your comments into the comment box. We'll start reading them as soon as they pop up. A few things, maybe a few topics, maybe to get people thinking about. We've got penalty takers. We'll come on to who should take Leicester's penalties. Should it be Mahrez or not? We can talk about Vardy being back on fire on Saturday against Swansea in that win. We've obviously got transfer news or transfer latest to talk about. And we've got some prizes to give away. We've got some of these. You've said you wanted one of these, haven't you? You can't have one.
Yeah. Limited edition, 100% LCFC shirts?
Well, no, they're Dilly Ding, Dilly Dong shirts. They're actually by the guys over at Squad. So they sent us a couple of these. They sent one for me, but to be fair, I'm going to give them away because they're so nice. So if you want to get one of these shirts, go over to Squad Warehouse and on their Facebook page. So hello, Squad guys. And do you want to get that out, actually? And okay. We'll be giving one of those away. So, lots to talk about, but pop your comments in. People are already starting to pop some comments in, which is great. Jake's just getting out the T-shirts. Now, how do you win that? Well, during this live 100% LCFC chat, we're going to give that away to what we think is one of the best comments at the end of the show. So, pop your comments in, and one of you is going to win that. It's as simple as that. It's a lovely T-shirt, and I say thanks to the guys over at Squad Warehouse for giving us one of those to give away. Now, let's start with Leicester's win, Jake, against Swansea. It was nice to get back to winning ways, wasn't it?
Yeah. We should have won against Arsenal. Yeah. We should have had that late penalty. We should have won 1-0 or maybe 2-0. We should potentially have had the 2 penalties. So it was disappointing not to win there because I thought we deserved it. But Swansea was a good game, and I'm really glad we won.
Yeah. I mean, Vardy, it was good to see Vardy back on fire, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Danny Drinkwater, what a ball that was.
Oh, yeah. He's looking amazing in the... I think he's going to do amazing in the England squad.
Yeah.
I hope he plays, though.
Well, we'll come on to that, whether we think he will play on it's Sunday. Already, I'm just going to break in. We've got some comments here from Adam Lewin has said, who are we going to sign then? We'll come on to that. Lewis Williams says, nice top. He's talking about the Dilly Ding, Dilly Dong T-shirt, so... That's great. You're in the shout. Anybody who makes any comment, you're in the draw. Danny Adcock says Slimani and Silva. Yes, we are going to talk about him. Robert Ross says R.I.P. Gene Wilder. I bet you don't even know who Gene Wilder is.
No.
Has he died? Have I missed that?
Who is he?
He's an old actor, but very funny guy. The older fans might remember him, but I don't know if he's died. Anyway. So we talked a little bit. Drinkwater's passed through to Vardy. We were talking about at the Arsenal game when we didn't quite manage to make a win that Drinkwater looked like he was finding his range again for Vardy. He was making those long passes, didn't he? So that was a clinical one through. And Vardy took it away. The week before, Vardy missed one similar, didn't he?
Yeah. It's just something we did last season. I think Drinkwater has slightly taken over Kante's role, but then Armati sort of took over his role a little bit as well. So I don't know if they're both doing the role, because Kante was an amazing player. He could just take that whole role for himself. So I don't know if Drinkwater and Armati are going to take the role sort of with the both of them. But yeah, Drinkwater's balls are going to be the...
It's interesting you say that about Marte. We gave him man of the match on Saturday. Yeah. He was everywhere. I mean, when we signed him back in January, you said this guy looks amazing.
Yeah,
go on.
I didn't think he would be as good as people are gonna think he's gonna be, but he certainly looks like he's gonna be a good player this season if he carries on how he was against Swansea. But when he first played, I think he first played in a cup game last season. I can't remember who against or when, but I remember watching him, and he was in defence right back, and I said he does not look like a right back, and now he's playing him in the field. I think that's definitely where he should be playing.
Yeah, not a fullback, and maybe more defensive. That last line of defence right in front of Huth and Morgan, because that's where Kante used to mop up, didn't he? He was always in there doing those things. Let's just check people's comments. Lots of people commenting, which is great. Get your comments in. Lots of people loving the T-shirt. That's great. Keep getting your comments in. Ask us any questions you want. Somebody says, you should have done this in your pants. I'm sure she's talking about you.
I think she's talking about you.
I don't think anybody will want to see my pants. Chris Wood says, a top 6 finish this season.
It would be nice, but realistically, with all the bigger teams from last season who didn't perform this season, you can already tell they're performing. Man City are winning. Chelsea have won all 3 of their games without conceding many goals, and they've scored a lot. Man United have scored and won a lot. You got West Ham, I think, are doing okay. They lost to Man City, but still, I think West Ham are going to be up there. Spurs, Arsenal, you got all of those big teams now are pretty much back to how they used to be.
They were all like that last season. I'm not having this. I don't know what you fans think. I'm not having that last season was not quite a good season, and that's why Leicester won. I hear what you're saying. Man, you do look better than last year.
Yeah, what I'm saying
I think we look better than last year, though.
They've signed. There's a lot of better managers and better players now in the Premier League, and I think if you realistically look at it, last season I would have been happy with a 15th place. This season I'll take a 10th place.
10th place. Would you accept 10th place?
10th place in
a
good Champions League run. 10th place in a good Champions League run. Get out of the top last 16. Get to somewhere like Dortmund or Real Madrid, Barcelona away. Go to that. Have a good day out.
I agree. I think Champions League. I've got us down for at least the semi-finals, if not the final in Cardiff. We could get that.
Your hopes are really high for this season, aren't they?
They are. Last time we went to Cardiff, it was Jan Kermagant and a 4-hour journey back, and all we did was moan about how poor his penalty kick was. Anyway, that was a different era of Leicester's life back then. I think top 6 is more than achievable. I think I'm fancying top 4 in another season in the Champions League. Right, let's get to some of these comments. Right, while we're doing that, loads of comments. Dave Miles says, dilly ding, dilly dong, Leicester till I die. Love you guys. Keep up the good work. Top 4 finish this season. And he's had a £20 bet that we can win the Champions League at 100 to 1. Get in, Dave. I'm with you, Dave. I think we can win the Champions League. Look at the group. Porto, Bruges, Copenhagen.
I think we can definitely get out of the group stages, but if you get a team, if we got Barcelona in the last 16, they are literally on another planet. So, there's a lot more teams like that. So you have to be a bit more realistic, but still hoping. Anything can happen after last season.
A lot of it's down to the draw, isn't it? Who you get through. Yeah. And the draw in last week's Champions League was very kind to us, in my opinion. Yeah. Now, Jake, can you get your right hand and go like this? And point 2, our pals at Peter's Pizzas, not ADT. Hello, ADT. They are going to be sponsoring us starting this week. So, yes, we're going to start plugging them. We've got some great prizes coming through from ADT, but it's like fantastic. Peter's Pizzas. Now, we run a competition every week, don't we? Explain the competition. Set it up for this week. In fact, there isn't a game, is there?
There isn't a game. We'll do it for next week.
Well, we'll do one this week, but I don't know why. Comment what we should give away pizzas for this week.
Yeah. Put your comments in what you think we should give you a pizza for. And if
it's as if we've not planned it, Jake. It's as if we scribbled this down 30 seconds before we went live.
We could do England.
We could do the England game.
Do England.
We'll talk about Drinky and Vardy in a minute for England. Maybe we'll do some pizzas for them. Vardy to score the first goal against Swansea and Leicester to win 2-1. We had a winner, didn't we? That was good. Can you read?
Tom Sykes.
Very good reading.
Thanks.
Oh. Impressive.
Thank you.
You were listening in English GCSE for a few minutes. Tom Sykes has won how many pizzas?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, make it up. Make a number up, and that's how many he's won.
Should I be kind or mean?
Yeah, it's up to you.
A slice.
A slice? I thought you were going to say something nice. None of the slice. We're getting to rhyming rap.
A family of pizzas.
Family pizzas. 4 pizzas. All right, then. It's normally 2, but Jake's absolutely messed up this competition and said it's 4 pizzas. So, Tom Sykes, you win 4 pizzas from our pals at...
Peter's Pizza.
Pointy. There they are. Thank you. That's the Wayne's World bit over with. Let's get on to some comments. Now, everybody is asking about transfers. Ilona Wellband has said Slimani.
You're welcome.
And Silva. You're welcome.
Adrian Silva, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot his name.
Ilona Wellband says, who do you think will get sold on? Possibly Leonardo, Schlupp or James. Do you think we'll sell anybody?
I don't think we'll sell James. Mainly because he didn't play last season. He was injured. I don't think anyone's really going to be looking at him unless it was like a Championship or League One side. So I think he'll stay. I think he's happy here. Schlupp, I don't know if he'll go. If we have these players coming in, it's a lot more competition, but I don't know if he'll like it. He was a Leicester boy growing up. I think he's been at Leicester since he was 15, something like that. I can't remember. He was young. So I don't know if he enjoys the club as well as he might just like being here. So he might. Well, yeah,
I agree with you. He might like it. Here's a question for you then: Stick or Schlupp? Keep him or let him go? Your opinion?
I like him. I like Schlupp. I like when it comes on. He can't score at all.
He can't hit a barn door at times, can he?
But he was one of the fastest players. I don't know if you know this. One of the fastest players in the Premier League last season. So he might be one of those players where if the defenders are looking tired and it's 0-0 still, bring him on. More pace, keep the defenders running, and more tiredness. So.
Schlupp frustrates the pants off me because he can't score. He can't hit a barn door. But every now and then, he looks amazing. Yeah. And he does one little thing, but it's not once a game. It's like once every 3 or 4 games.
Yeah. It's just consistency.
It's just not enough, yeah.
He's not consistent enough.
I mean, Okazaki can't score. Yeah, can't hit a barn door either. But
he's got
I love him.
More qualities, I think. He's got more. He runs around all the time. You never see him stop running. So I think that kind of makes up for it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So you think Schlupp you'd like him to stay?
I think he'll stay.
I think he might go.
I think if West Brom are looking at him, so if a big offer comes in, I think they were offering 10 million. I think 10 million for Schlupp, a player who hasn't really done much last season, and I don't think will do much this season. I think he'll come in if players get injured, which is a good thing. A thing you want with the Cups, Champions League coming in. I think you want players like Schlupp to come in and fill in. So
I think the bid went up to about 12 million. I think if that seems silly money for Jeff Schlupp, if you ask me. Leonardo, I'm a massive fan of Leonardo Ulloa. I know some people slate him for his first touch. You're not the biggest fan.
No.
I think he's brilliant.
I think he's
as a plan B.
I just think he's a bit too slow. I think he's a good player. He can hold the ball. He's good at doing that. I think I don't like it when he starts because I like it when Leicester play with the pace, with Vardy and Okazaki. Okazaki's always running around. Ulloa just seems a bit too slow, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's good at headering, but we haven't scored from a header in a while, I don't think.
Do you want to show that T-shirt again just quickly? Anybody who puts any comments in is in with a chance. We're going to pick somebody right at the end. Any comment? Any thoughts on Leicester City? Now we just come to a little international break. Dilly ding, dilly dong. It's from our pals over at Squad Warehouse. They've given it to us to give away to one of you guys. So thanks for that. Another thing, Jake, another freebie here. This is your new role to be a prize opener. Just rip that open. Now this is the art of football. It is like Christmas, but better because it's Leicester Christmas. Now, can you show that towards the camera? We ran this competition on YouTube. You're practicing your reading again. That's great. Keep it up. So we ran this on YouTube, and we asked people to comment on YouTube what was this shows the 12 best moments of last season. So there's things like Ranieri in there celebrating. There's Okazaki's overhead goal. There's Wes Morgan scoring at Man United. Of course, Ranieri and Wes lifting the cup. And we asked what was people's favourite moment of last year. A lot of people went for Vardy's goal against Liverpool, 2-0, which was indeed a fantastic moment. But Jake Page is our winner, so well done, Jake. Jake actually went for a bit of a strange one. Well, maybe a strange one. He went for the 2-1 away win at Norwich. He lives in Norwich. He's a Leicester fan. He lives in Norwich, and he went into the Leicester end, obviously. And he said that was amazing to then live in Norwich and enjoy the celebration. So well done, Jake Page. You've won that. And don't forget to get your comments in on the T-shirt. I'm going to read a couple now. And Jake, thank you. Your work there is done. You can start to talk about Danny Drinkwater and Jamie Vardy getting in the England squad. Do you think Danny Drinkwater will start?
I don't know if you saw this, but Sam Allardyce commented on Drinkwater saying he was, I think, one of the most consistent midfielders at the moment. So I think that definitely shows that he likes Drinkwater and maybe that he'll potentially start, which I hope he does, because I think he's got the qualities to start and play a lot more in England. with Vardy as well linking up. You saw against Swansea when they scored that goal. Vardy put the ball over Vardy. Vardy knows exactly what Drinkwater's going to do. So if you have that in England, Vardy usually without Drinkwater, Vardy when we were playing in England again in the Euros just looked lost.
Iceland
looked lost.
Yeah, Vardy many times was making little runs and nobody was passing it forward.
Yeah, so hopefully Drinkwater coming in Drinkwater will instantly.
There's a natural link, isn't there?
Yeah.
Vardy, Drinkwater to Vardy, as there is with Dele Alli through to Harry Kane. So I think that would make sense. And that's a good point where you say that Sam Allardyce has come out publicly and started praising Drinky. I think Drinky's going to start. Let us know your comments. And I'm going to read a few here. Gareth Buckley says, definitely Vardy for penalties. Chris Townsend says 12 million. I think he means he'd take 12 million for Schlupp. Luke Ping says Champions League, man. Cameron Hill says who should take the penalties. So come on, who should take the penalties? Let's do this now.
Who do you think should take the penalties?
Well, not Mahrez, because his style is a little lazy, which when you score a penalty and it's a little lazy and it goes in, is Mr. So cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
But when you miss it, it looks
awful.
I could miss those penalties. You could.
Yeah.
You
I don't know how many Vardy scored last season. I don't know if he missed any. I think he missed one of his penalties that he took last season.
He missed the one, didn't he, when he could have got a hat-trick, which would have made him joint top with Harry Kane to get the golden boot against Everton.
Yeah.
Thank you. Memory.
Yeah, so I definitely think Vardy should be taking them because last season Vardy was scoring them and Mahrez got taken off them because he was doing that lazy little walk up to the ball and then just try and tap it in. Which, if you do, like you said, if you pull it off, it's all right. But if you don't, it just looks lazy and it gets the crowd kind of annoyed at Mahrez. And then Mahrez, it's just not what you want. If you have a penalty, it's an opportunity to smash it in the goal. That's what you should be doing.
I agree. And you need somebody who's oozing confidence, arrogance, tenacity. And that is Vardy, isn't it? Somebody who's just, get banged. He is just that. That's how he takes a penalty, doesn't it? He smacks it in. I think if you smack it hard and it goes over the bar, it's frustrating. But at least he's giving it a good...
Yeah.
He's gone for it. The other people who could take it would be people like Drinkwater.
I don't think Drinkwater should take them personally. I don't think he...
Well, let us know your comments. Who do you think? How about Robert Huth? Anybody for Huth? We've seen that free kick last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not Robert Huth. We've got hundreds and hundreds of comments, which is lovely. I'm going to see what the people are talking about. Chris Townsend said he's good, but give the lad Schlupp an opportunity to improve at another club. New signings going to get it harder to get in regularly. Let's talk about Adrien Silva, 25 million. Rumours all over the internet tonight that he is coming to Leicester, that an offer has been made, and that he's potentially agreed to it. He's even making noises that that's what's happened, isn't it?
Yeah, he played in the Euros for Portugal. I think 25 million euros for a 27-year-old is quite a lot of money if you think about it. But
not in today's market.
No, not in today's market at all. But I think once you win the league and you're going to be playing in the Champions League, you want to be doing well in the League Cup. Well, I want to be doing well in the League Cup and the FA Cup, and you want to be doing well in the league. You're going to need to spend more money on quality players to be able to perform in those in the higher standards of football that we are now playing.
His not his strike partner, but his striker that plays with him is Slimani, thank you. About another 25 million euros we're hearing. And did you see the photos and images of him last night in tears? A lot of people reading things into it, but it certainly looked like he was saying a fond farewell because he's very much loved at Sporting Lisbon, isn't he?
Yeah, again, it's one of those players where he looks like he's going to do well. I think he would be a replacement for Okazaki. I'm not saying he would replace Okazaki. I'm saying if he did come, he would be in Okazaki's role. But I think he, unlike Okazaki, can score goals. We know that from last season. He scored loads of goals, and he's already scored last night.
Scored last
Porto.
night, didn't he? Yeah. Against our opponents, Porto. Sporting Lisbon beat Porto, didn't they? 2-1.
Yeah.
The Portuguese league. So that would be two great signings. Let us know your comments. Are you excited about the prospect? Crikey, Vardy, Okazaki, Musa, Slimani, Ulloa,
Ulloa,
Jeff Schlupp. Nah, he's got to be gone, hasn't he? If I think if we bring in Slimani and Silva, I could see somebody like Jeff Schlupp and even Ulloa saying, "Yeah, time to go."
I think I'd let them go. I think with
Yeah.
Schlupp, I'd let him go on loan. I don't think I'd sell him just yet. I think I'd let him go on loan to someone like West Brom for maybe a season. See how he gets on. Get him some match fitness. Well, not some match fitness. Some match sharpness.
Yeah.
To progress. I think he could be a good player if Jeff Schlupp could score. I'd want him in my in the first team.
Good grief! If he could score, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? His pace. He is direct as well, and he takes people on. He's got 3 out of the 4 things. It's just when he gets that chance to shoot,
it goes the other way.
It's rubbish. It's rubbish. We sit behind the goal, don't we? And sometimes you see it, and you almost stop watching when he gets in those positions because you think you've got to watch out the way in case it hits you on the head. There's more chance of being hit in the cop than it bursting the net.
Yeah.
No offence, Jeff. But practice would sort that out, you'd think.
Yeah.
A few more comments before we switch off. We're going to give away the T-shirts. Robert Tart said, should goalkeeper John Hodges have been given a first-team chance under Martin O'Neill? You've absolutely lost me, Robert Tart. I don't remember John Hodges as a keeper. But that's a great question, if anybody can answer, Robert. Leon says, I hope James and Schlupp stay, but not sure about Ulloa yet. Terry Mitten says, if we bring in Slimani, does that open the door for Ulloa to go? I think we've answered that. Give Chilwell a chance. What's happened to Chilwell?
Well, I think Fuchs is just a lot more. Has a lot more experience in the Premier League. I mean, he was the left back for the whole of that last season.
Yeah.
When we won the league. So I don't think you can replace Fuchs, a quality left back, for Chilwell just yet. I think Chilwell is one of those where he might go on loan again to someone in the Premier League or Championship, get more experience first because he is young.
Yeah.
And then when Fuchs goes, because I don't know if Fuchs is getting a bit old, I think this might be his last season or the next season.
I think he's hinted that next season he's going to go to the MLS, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think his wife's American. I think he's hinted that might what happen.
Yeah.
I did read with interest that Liverpool were apparently really interested in Fuchs, but knowing that he's probably not going to stay around in the Premier League much longer.
Yeah, so I just think Chilwell is going to be a sort of a replacement for when Fuchs leaves because he is young and Chilwell has already signed that contract.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think he's just getting more. I think he just needs more practice for next season or the season after, whenever Fuchs leaves.
Fantastic. So I think that's most of the top things sorted, isn't it? We've given away the pizzas. Well done to Tom Sykes. We've given away the art of football. That was to Jake Page. We've talked about Drinky and Vardy. We think they're both going to start. We've talked about who's going to be the penalty taker. I think we've covered a lot of things. We've had loads of comments. We've got this T-shirt to give away. Now, I'm going to just scoop through all the comments. Thank you very much for all your comments. Jake, just pick one name when you see it pop up. We'll just randomly stop it.
You hold the shirt and I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to refresh the comments. I'll give you 30 seconds to put your comments in. Any random comment. It could be a dot, 1, 2, 3, 4, anything like that. And I'll give you 30 seconds to do that.
You're just comment surfing there or hunting, aren't you? Slagging around for comments at the end of the video. Everybody stop watching. There was only 3 people watching anyway. And they've all gone. Pick a name. Go on, last chance. I'll show.
Okay, you got 10 seconds. Okay. I'm going to pick a comment. Let's just scroll all the way down so everyone has a chance. There's a lot of comments. Okay. I'm scrolling. I'm not going to look.
He's not looking. He's not looking. Pick one.
Mike Jenner has won the shirt.
Mike Jenner. Right. I'm going to like his comment. I'm going to reply. You won the shirt. Well done, Mike Jenner, winner.
Well done.
Lots of prizes. I think that's it from 100% LCFC tonight, Jake. Thanks for joining us live, everybody on Facebook. Been a good show. Catch you soon.
Till next time.
I'll go and switch it off now.
All right.
It's
finished.